What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Freshwater Massacre. I'm your host, Canyon James, and I'll tell you what, I'm still really happy about the way yesterday went. We had a 4-hour window apparently, and although I did catch a fish later on that day, I went back out. The wind was horrible. There were pine needles and leaves blowing everywhere. So we're just gonna get the truck unloaded, get the boat unloaded. First thing I need to do is get the boat unhooked, and then I'm gonna run into town, into Fuquay, and get a deposit done, get that taken care of. Go find that chesty mount. I'm super stoked about getting that. And stop by the vitamin shop. I need to get some more Quest waffle cereal bars. If you haven't seen those or had one, go check that out because they are freaking amazing. Waffles, cereal bars. It's a win-win. Good job. I'm very thankful you made those. Pansy Canton. I love their food. Bitter melon Asian market. Not far from here. So, let's go get the boat unloaded, get into town, get what we need to do so I can get this truck unloaded and try to get some. There's so much stuff in there. Just let me show you. Come on. It is like 42 degrees out here. It's freaking cold and windy, so I'm gonna grab my hoodie. I was gonna unload everything at once, but I really need to get to the bank and get a deposit taken care of. So I'm just gonna unhook the boat, get that blocked off, and then we're gonna head into town and get that deposit taken care of, stop and grab my mom some coffee, get some waffle bars, go to Walmart, get a chesty, and then we'll be back. All right, so I can back up another 3 feet. And then I'll get it blocked off, get the trailer unloaded, and we will run to town. Well, are you ready to see this? I wish I was kidding. I got crap everywhere, but the majority of what is in here is my tent and my mattress, which I need to at least get out and put in the garage. I didn't really know what the weather was going to be like yesterday. There was a huge front moving in quick, and I honestly thought that I was going to get rained on if I didn't get the boat out of the water and get the tent broke down and get everything out of there. See what I'm saying? That crap falling out everywhere. I needed those. All right. Oh yeah. Gotta have the cheer wine. I enjoy doing yard work in the winter time because I honestly can't stand the heat. So we got our soda, we got our charger, just stopping at Krispy Kreme to get some coffee before we head to the vitamin shop and then head to Walmart. I'm not a coffee drinker, never have been, but it's not for me. leaving Krispy Kreme. Am I the only one that thinks that Krispy Kreme smells like funnel cakes? I swear it smells like the state fair. I don't really like donuts or coffee that much. So, doesn't bother me any. Not a big fan of sweets. So anyways, we are gonna jump into, oh, looks like I can't go that way. Awesome. We're running into the vitamin shop and give my mom her coffee, and then we're gonna run over to Walmart to grab my chesty. I'm looking forward to be able to get that, and it'll make it a lot easier for you to see point of view of what I'm actually looking at or doing, instead of having to use the hat cam or using the headband. All right, rolling into the vitamin shop. Coffee. All right, so we're gonna grab some waffle bars. Just gotta find them. Waffle. Aha. These are the new hotness right here. Gluten-free, 3 net carbs, 6 grams of fiber, 12 grams of protein. Can't beat it. So, gonna grab some of those. Here's to healthy eating. And gonna get this paid for, and then we will run over to Walmart. See you there. I was wondering why the lights were still on the truck, and I left it running. I love these things. All right, so I got my waffle cereal bars. I'm stoked. I feel better now that I got some protein and fiber and goodness of waffles in my system. And I got some water to help me hydrate. And we are going to run over to Walmart so I can get my chesty. And then we are going to head back to the house and try to make some sense of my truck and my gear. So stay tuned with me, and I might even run into the tackle section and see if I can't find some more finesse jigs. Those things, well, they're choppers. I gotta go to Bass Pro later today, so more than likely what I'm gonna end up doing is grabbing some more finesse jigs from Bass Pro until I get my special order in. So thank you for hanging out with us today. It's gonna be a good day. Still having a really good high from fishing yesterday with my can't even talk. Fishing with my brother-in-law, and we're gonna go see if we can't get into some more fish later on this week. Stick around, we got more coming. All right, guys, we are here at Walmart, but before I go into Walmart, I'm gonna actually run into GameStop to see if they have any GoPro accessories, and if they do, I might end up just getting them from GameStop. I'm pretty sure that they have GoPro accessories, but if they don't, I kind of have a feeling they're pretty much going to be the same price no matter where I go. So here we go. What's up, guys? I was actually looking to see if we might have any GoPro accessories.
GoPro accessories?
Yeah.
Some stores have them. I don't think we do.
I know I thought that I heard the GameStop had GoPro stuff. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. See you later, dudes. So, it was worth a shot. I wasn't sure if they were going to have them or not, so we are going to run into Walmart here and just grab a chesty and get that out of the way. See if they have any other cool accessories, and let's do it. All right, so we got the chesty. I had to break it off because one thing I can't stand about Walmart is waiting for people to do their job. So we're just gonna snag this up and get back to the house and do some more footage. So, all right, guys, so I am back here and I'm going to put this chesty mount on and just take a look. So that goes on. Let's loosen that up some. All right. So this goes here, and this goes up around like this, and then this clips right here, just like this. Sweet, so we'll take it out and see how it does. Looks pretty good. Sweet, so I have this chesty on, and now you can see the little jig that I was using, and that's what I was throwing yesterday, and they were just whacking it. So got a little bit of wind, and I'm gonna run into the house real quick, and we're gonna take a drive over to my special hole and see if we can't pull some more out. We'll see what happens. All right, I'm just gonna grab some yummy goodness before I head over to the lake. I'm just gonna run over to my honey hole across from the house, see if I can pick anything off on this jig. Yummy. Strawberry cottage cheese. If you don't like it, I feel sorry for you. Alright guys, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to run over to my little honey hole real quick. See if we can't pick anything off from there. And then if we don't pick anything off from there, we are going to run over to another pond and see if we can't pick off something from there. Let's do it. Okay guys, this is either going to be a really, really good idea or a really stupid one. The wind isn't that bad right here, but we'll see how it is when we get down to the water. So I really hope it's not that bad, so we'll see. Stay tuned. Oh boy, guys, there's just so much junk on the bottom of this lake. The grass is still extremely high, and I thought maybe if I swam this jig through it and just kind of popped it through, but it honestly, it still feels like this bottom is congested, and the pond here isn't very deep, so that's why I want to get the canoe out here, because they are, all that crap that just came off, they are stacked somewhere. And I want to get the canoe out here to find out where they are. All right, y'all. Not here, not today. This wind is ridiculous. So we are going to try to get to my other spot and we'll see what happens. Well, I decided to come back to my house because number one, I forgot my phone, and I'm going to grab my drop shot rod because I got those new Z3 swamp crawlers. I might try to throw those around somewhere and see if I can't get bit. So we're going to run into the house and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so I'm at a new pond. I came here and got my hitch. I came here and got my hitch put in, and they said it was okay to fish this pond. So I'm going to fish this pond. We'll see what happens. Well, about 10 to 12 casts in so far. Nothing substantial. Wait. I had a bite. Well, that was a bust. I had a little nibble, but nothing serious. So we are going to head on to the next pond and see if we can't pick off some largies. Stay tuned, y'all. It's a beautiful day. The only thing that I wish would quit is the wind. So that's what we get for a good day of fishing, right? Like we had yesterday. I don't know what's on the bottom of this spot, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I got my finesse jig on my rod. Man, is it deep here. Wow. All right, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Today's video footage is extremely horrible. I did catch quite a bit of fish today, but the wind was absolutely ridiculous. So I'm going to do the best that I can and just bear with the noise. I promise you it's worth it. I did catch a lot of fish. So enjoy this episode of Freshwater Massacre and let's get to it. Literally right here. So I think we're going to go head down. Yeah, there's a lot of junk down here, all that grass and stuff. So we're gonna head down to the end. It's gonna be tough casting into the wind, but if we're gonna follow the path of the bait fish, I think that's gonna be the best spot to go. Sorry about the wind. If I have to throw in subtitles, I'm gonna have to throw in subtitles. It's the wind is pretty intense right now. All right, so I literally threw out here in between these two trees, and I still have that finesse jig tied on from yesterday. The water clarity here. Oh, there's a fish. Come on. Oh, that was a nice one. Got to fire back in there. This must be a highway right here. All right, come on. It didn't even hit the bottom. It was on the fall, which means that these fish are hungry and looking for a snack. And I got the perfect thing for them. I need to get a longer pole. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Oh yeah. That's a better fish. That's a better fish. Pretty girl. Let's get another one. This is a good spot right here. I wonder what's holding them. There's got to be something down there. Oh, there's another bite. I need a longer rod. The handle needs to be longer. I need a longer rod. It's hard to set this hook with this handle being that short. Something's messing with it. You gonna take it? Dang, they're about to take my trailer off. This is quite the precarious spot to try to cast and reel and set the hook, because there's not much room. The wind took it a little too far to the right, so I got a cast right about there, and I'm just letting it sink on a semi-slack line. I'm watching the line. I'm watching the line as it goes down. I got another bite. It just seems like they're not sure about it. Oh, something just nailed it right there at the shoreline. It followed. Oh my gosh. I hope I got that on film. That was awesome. It followed it all the way to the shore because I was just reeling it in. I literally saw that body shoot out from the depths below where I could see under the water, and it slammed it. I just don't think that I got it on film. God, I hope you guys could see that. That was awesome. Right when I shut the camera off, I'll tell you what, this chesty is invaluable. And the voice control, being able to tell the camera to turn on and tell the camera to turn off is pretty awesome. There's one. Oh! Man, come on. You're killing me. It just, they're picking it up and they're swimming with it. They're not even really smacking it. So with the wind, it's really, really hard to tell. Oh, there's one. It's like they're just picking it up. They're not even smacking it. They're just kind of picking it up. There's one. I didn't even feel it. There's a little dink. Little boy. Pretty fish. Thanks, buddy. Let's catch another one. So that's literally 3 fish within the last 20 minutes, give or take. Not longer than, I haven't even really been here that long, but the wind is blowing the fish right towards me, and this mouth is a perfect opening. And oh, there's another one. Oh, I got off. Oh. I'm just throwing it parallel to these trees. And I kid you not, it's just, sometimes it hits the bottom and sometimes it's not. There's gotta be something out there. There's gotta be something out there that's keeping these fish held. It's ridiculous. I mean, this is the most action I've had in one spot in a while. And these are not prime conditions by any means. The weather is crappy. The wind is horrible, as you'll be able to tell by this video. But man, the fish are awake for sure. There's number 4. Oh, is he hung up in the bushes? No. Literally, as soon as I shut the camera off, they're not monsters. You know, they're not monsters by any means, but fish is fish, right? That's all that matters. Oh, nice jump. Yeah, these are dinks. Why don't you go tell your, man, he choked it. Why don't you go tell your parents that I'm out here? I'd like to catch a 3-pounder, 4-pounder, whatever. GoPro, stop recording. I'm glad that I made the choice to come here today. I was a little apprehensive because of the wind. Oh, there's a fish. Come on. Yeah, take it. There's a fish. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. It's better. It's better. Oh, he choked it. Nice little chunk. He's fat. Look at that. Look at how wide he is. What a pig. Man, that hook was buried in that fish. But I got it out. Released him safely. No harm. So it's good to have some pliers handy. I think that last fish I caught might have had a little bit more influence because it was bigger and said, hey, that jig that y'all keep eating, I wouldn't put that in your mouth if I were you. So I think they have dispersed or they've moved. I'll give it one more cast and then we will try another spot. What do you think? Sounds like a good idea to me. Yeah, I think that last fish told the other ones to get out of Dodge. Dude, get away from that funny looking jig. So I'm gonna finish reeling this in. Maybe let it simmer down for a few minutes and then hit up that other spot down the way. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna get this one finished reeled in. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. What a tank. Look at that, the hook came out nice and easy. You're a pretty fish, gosh. Well, I was gonna leave. I'll give it one more cast. If I don't get anything, I'll let it calm down and then I'll come back. We'll see. We'll see what happens. That's why you don't ever quit fishing. Don't ever stop.
because you never know. That next 10-pounder could be on the end of your line. You just give it time and give it patience and learn how to use nature to work for you, like I'm about to do, and set the hook on this fish. Is it on? Sure felt like it was. Yep, it is. There's another one. Oh, that's a nice one. That's better. Pretty fish. Pretty girl. Well, I was gonna leave. Now I'm gonna try one more cast. If I don't get anything, I'm gonna let it simmer down and I'm gonna take a walk. I actually have to start taking a walk here in a few minutes because I gotta go get my daughter. So, what a what a awesome day. If the wind is like this tomorrow, I will be back for sure. This is just insanity. I wish that my buddy Emil could have been with me the day that we came here for the first time and we caught, what, one fish? Always remember, when you're fishing a new body of water, if you don't catch anything the first time, don't just write it off and say, dude, I'm not gonna go fish there anymore because I didn't catch anything. It could have just been that particular day. It could have been the conditions. It could have been the bait you were using. There could have been any number of factors as to why you didn't catch a fish. So if that happens, don't write it off. Don't just say, dude, that place sucked. I'm not gonna go there again. I knew that there was fish in here. I haven't really caught any big ones, but the numbers is fine with me too. Maybe I'll hit one on the other side of the pond over there. We'll see. All right, last cast out this way, and then we're going to take a walk down there and see if there's anything worth catching over there, and then we will come back right before we leave. I need to leave here in probably an hour or so. Let's see what time it is. 2:42, a little less than an hour. I need to leave here about 3:30. So, is that a fish? Nope. Oh, there's a fish. No. Oh, I got off. Dang it, man. One more cast. So I'm casting this thing out there as far as it'll go, and I'm just letting it sink to the bottom. I'm not even touching it. I'm not even touching the reel. I'm just letting it sink, and then once it hits the bottom, I reel up the slack and figure out where the line is. And then I just hop it twice. Let it sit, reel up the slack. Hop it twice, let it sit and reel up the slack. And these fish are just crushing that jig. All right, we're gonna take a walk down here, up over the rocks. I wish that I could get in there. That's probably a good spot. We're just gonna walk right down here to where that grass is and see if we can't get on them. Stay tuned, guys. All right, so we moved to a different spot. The wind is probably not gonna be any better here, so I apologize. I just want to try to fish a little bit longer so I can get some more fish for this video for you guys. So here I am, the wind is blowing this way, up against this bank, and pushing everything. So I'm hoping that there's some fish kind of hanging out over here. The last time that I came here, I walked right down here past my buddy and dropped the jig right down there. I'm gonna give it one more cast and then go head back to that little pocket for the remainder of the time. It's gonna be a tough time casting in between those trees, but you can definitely see how it was worth every cast to be able to catch that many fish in such a short amount of time and not exactly the most desirable fishing conditions. I think over here, yeah, there's a wind-blown bank, but they're really exposed if they're just kind of hanging out here. So they're either going to be over in that point or over in that point, which obviously I can't get to that one because it's all overgrown. So at some point I will be putting a boat in here or a canoe or something. I know for a fact there's 10 pounders in this lake. I know for a fact there is. So this is gonna be the last cast. If I catch something, I'll turn it back on. If not, we're gonna go back in that corner. Stay tuned, guys. It never fails. As soon as I shut the camera off, I snag one. That's the best one of the day. That's the pretty one. Look how fat they are. They are stocking up for the winter, huh? What a pretty fish. See you later, dude. And active. I threw it right out here in front of this bush. Literally like 8 feet from the shore, if that. The line was literally like right here in the water. And I pulled it right out from near this bush. So, if the conditions are the same today as they are tomorrow, I'm gonna see if my buddy Emil wants to come out here and we'll try to see if we can't get him on some fish. So we're gonna come back over here to this corner and see if we can't get some more. Stay tuned, guys. So the one thing that I have just observed is the first place that I went over there at the edge of the pond towards the other side, there was a lot of green and grass and a lot of crap on the bottom. And honestly, down here, it feels like there's nothing but sand. So, there's a fish. Oh. That was a fish. So we're going to try it again. That's right about where I casted it too, but I got to walk over to the left so I can bring it right back where it was. There's one. There's another one. Little toad. Little toad. They are, man. There's another one. wind is blowing. Pretty little girl. I honestly did not even feel this fish. It's not very big, but hey, that's like number, I don't know, 15. So we're gonna give it a couple more casts and then we're gonna get out of here. As soon as I turn the camera on, the wind picks up, of course. Super. All right, here's another fat one. God, these are pretty fish. Sorry about that, guys. My SD card was full, but as soon as I get my SD card full of data, I snagged one. Pretty fish. Let's get another one. So my GoPro died, so I have to use my phone, but caught another squeaker. Not bad. They're still active, which is good. I got about 30 more minutes and then I gotta bounce. Stay tuned.